My life update is that I am pregnant. I just went through my first trimester, hence why I have been MIA. It was this baby number 2. It was so much more rough this time around. I had no energy. I could not do anything. Did it pay me to not make any YouTube videos? Yes, I was on a roll, posting consistently, vlogs, just going about my day, having fun, and all of a sudden I was just like couch ridden. So I found out really early, found out 6 days before my first missed period. When I was taking the pregnancy test, I was like, it's okay, like let's not just get discouraged here. It might not pick this up since it's so early. Well, to my surprise, it registered as positive. I was very thankful, excited. I just still couldn't believe it. It was so early. So the way I told my husband was, I just left the test in the bathroom. Okay, well, the man didn't go to the bathroom for hours. So surely I was like, okay, we're about to leave. He's gonna go in the bathroom. Nope. So this went on for like 3 hours. The test is in there. He doesn't know. And I was just like keeping the secret. At one point I was just laughing because it was like, I was so giddy. And he was like, what is so funny? I was like nothing. I don't know. Finally, I told him he was making a steak. So I needed him to cook mine way more than I would prefer. So I told him to go get me a tissue in the bathroom. And that's when he saw it. So it was super exciting. I didn't record it. I know, like I want to record it so I can go back and look at it. But like, I just didn't want to take away from the moment. And it was just really nice. So let's get into first trimester. I would say symptoms really kicked in around like 5 or 6 weeks, and they were going strong until about like weeks 8-ish, 9-ish, and then they really started to taper off. So like I said, it was rough. We don't do like much screen time here for our baby, and we had Sesame Street on all the time because I just, again, it was so hard. So the first time I was pregnant, I was mainly just tired. I had like mild food aversions to chicken for a couple weeks, and the smell of our dog's food made me so sick. And that was pretty much it. This time, completely exhausted, like more so than before, to the point where I was like, I just really didn't know what I was thinking. Like I just couldn't get off the couch. Second, food aversions were way stronger this time. Like I couldn't even eat like an apple or yogurt, no eggs, no chicken. I'm trying to think. I basically was living off like white carbs and oranges. I was craving oranges. So bagels, saltines for a while, buttered noodles, English muffins. It was just so hard. I was nauseous after I ate, but the saltines and stuff like that were good for my stomach. I didn't want coffee, which is not normal for me, and I am staying under the recommended limit of 200 milligrams a day, in case you're wondering. When you're in the thick of first trimester, you're like, when is this gonna end? Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? It just feels like it's never gonna end because everyone is so different. You don't really know when it's going to end. And luckily, when they started tapering off around 9 weeks and I was like getting my appetite back, I was just so thankful. And now I'm almost 19 weeks. Symptoms are pretty much gone. Second trimester is bliss. Besides, my dog's food still smells, and that is the only symptom that's still kind of lingering. And that was like the same thing as my first pregnancy. Is like my dog's food is disgusting. Like I gag. I did throw up once from gagging so hard. So I am pretty excited to be in second trimester. It's so different being pregnant for the second time because like the first time I had the flow app, so I was like looking at, you know, your baby's this size, here's what's developing. Like I would look at it like every day expecting it to be different or something, even though it'd be the same week to week. This time I'm like, I look at it like once or twice. I don't know, it's just so different because you kind of know what to expect. I am really missing sushi so much. I cannot wait to eat sushi. Like, and I don't want to limit my caffeine intake. Not that I drank so much caffeine before, but like an afternoon pick me up, you know, after work was so nice sometimes, and that's what I'm really missing right now. So that is kind of my first trimester in a nutshell, why I've been MIA, and I'm hoping to get back into it. I just knew I did not want to push anything. Like I was so tired at some points, I couldn't even scroll my phone. I couldn't read a book. I just could lay there on the couch. I'm looking to where I was laying before. Oh, And it's a lot harder when you have a toddler. The first time you can kind of do what you want, just lay around. This time I was like trying to play with stuffed animals. Luckily, I do have a good support system. So people who were, like my husband was a huge help. Yeah. I'm grateful that they only lasted several weeks. So anyways, again, I'm feeling creative, the energy is flowing, so I'm excited to start making videos again. I've been having a lot of thoughts about what I want to do with my YouTube channel. I was doing vlogs a lot, but I just have so much to say that I don't know if the vlogs are going to cut it. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Bye!